Welcome back to How to Cake It. I'm Yolanda, and this week I am doing a collab with Cristine from Simply Nailogical. You guys have been asking for us to collab for quite a while now because obviously we're both Canadians, so we must know each other. Cristine actually lives just next door from me in Ottawa. It's not walking distance, that's for sure. To make this nail polish bottle cake, I baked 2 pounds of my chocolate cake batter dyed black to make the lid of the bottle. For the bottle part of the cake, I baked 6 pounds of vanilla batter dyed in an ombre of pinks. Now I'm going to level them and remove the caramelization from the bottom of the pink cakes. Then I'm going to cut all of my pink cakes in half horizontally. Time to simple syrup all of my cake layers and get ready to fill them. I of course use Sir Squeeze-A-Lot. He's my right-hand man. It's my main squeeze. I begin stacking my pink cakes going from darkest to lightest in the middle and then back to darkest. I am layering these cakes with my Italian meringue buttercream and an offset spatula. I actually didn't use one of my light pink cake layers. Don't ask where it went. I'm going to place this pink cake in the fridge to chill and meanwhile fill my black cakes with black chocolate ganache. To make my black ganache, I added black food coloring to the ganache while it was still warm. For my ganache recipe, there's a link in the description below. This portion of the cake doesn't need to be carved, so we can crumb coat with black chocolate ganache and an offset spatula and chill.
Yo, this means we get to have 2 crumb coat and chill dances this episode.
I actually didn't dance in this episode.
Yo!
I ran out of moves. Now it's time to carve my pink cake into the shape of a nail polish bottle. This bottle doesn't need that much carving, but I do need to remove all of the caramelization from the sides of the bottle and then remove a little bit of cake from the bottom edge so that the bottle just tucks in a little, like this. I really want to do a video that's just me and my sign language. Now over on Cristine's channel, Simply Nailogical, we made 3 cakes and decorated them using nail techniques on fondant. And of course, we nailed it. No, we actually nailed it, for real. There's a link in the description below to that video. Time to do our second.
Okay. Ooh. That was chill. I feel like a bit more energy on the crumb coat part though.
Okay, ready?
Oh!
I'm not sitting back up. This is too comfortable. Now it's time to give each cake a final ice and chill again. I'm gonna ice my black lid in black ganache and my pink nail polish bottle with white buttercream. Hello! It's time for fondant.
Woo!
Woo! I think you should scream every time I say fondant.
That would be fun actually.
To cover the bottle, I am rolling out some hot pink fondant, taller than the actual height of the bottle and wide enough to wrap around completely. Once my fondant is rolled out, I pick it up with a French rolling pin and wrap it around the entire bottle. Oh, this is excellent footage.
Good one.
We don't even need to show the cake, really. I'm going to cut a nice clean seam where the fondant meets itself at the back of the cake, and I'm going to allow the fondant.
Woo!
Good job.
I missed a couple.
Good job. You have a lot to make up for. Allow the fondant to fold over the top of the cake, smoothing it into the center, and then smoothing the bottom and trimming away any excess. Sasha would have screamed for fondant.
Yes, she would have.
So would Chet. Chet would have rapped for fondant.
That's so true.
We should get him to write a fondant rap. I need to make room for the neck of this bottle, so I'm going to use a 2.5-inch circle cutter to cut away the excess fondant right in the center of the top of the cake. I'm going to place my cake in the fridge to chill, and I'm taking my remaining hot pink fondant.
Woo!
And I feel like that was like,
okay, one more time,
that was not from the heart.
Okay, one more time.
I'm going to take my remaining hot pink fondant.
Woo!
She's actually clutching her heart right now. And roll out 3 thick circles that are about 1 inch thick and put them in the fridge to chill. We're going to use these to make the neck of the bottle a bit later on. For now, let's work on covering the lid of this cake. The first thing I need to do is roll some black fondant in a circle that is big enough to cover the top of the cake. Place it on top, and then I flip my cake over. Oh, I haven't done that in a while. And once it's flipped, I use a sharp paring knife to trim away any excess fondant. The next thing I do is roll out some more black fondant, and I cover that lid in the same manner that I covered my nail polish bottle. Except, instead of letting it drape over the top, I want to trim away the excess from the top and the bottom of the cake. I'm going to roll out another circle of black fondant, place it on top of the cake, and again.
Wow, this is a lot of
Oh, there was I was flipping out. I was really flipping out over this cake. Use that sharp paring knife to trim away the excess and make a perfect circle once again. To do epic cake, there's a lot of, there's definitely fondant, and there's a little bit of, this limited edition tea is available at howtocakeit.com. Cake. I'm going to put my lid cake in the fridge to chill and keep working with black fondant. Woo! The first thing I want to do is roll out some black fondant to cover a wooden dowel that will become the brush of this nail polish, because I feel like brushes are essential in putting on nail polish. Not that I'd have any idea. To cover the dowel, I coat it in a thin layer of clear piping gel, and then I wrap it in my black fondant, cutting a clean seam. And once it's completely covered, I like to just roll that dowel underneath my hands to smooth it out. To make the neck of my bottle, I removed my thick circles of hot pink fondant from the fridge.
I almost missed that one.
Yeah, you really did. And I used that same 2.5 inch circle cutter that I used on top of my cake to cut them into 3 perfect circles. Now I take my 3 fondant circles and stack them on top of each other, gluing them together with just a little bit of clear piping gel. It's time to roll out more hot pink fondant.
Woo!
What was that? I'm gonna cover a tower of hot pink fondant with more hot pink fondant.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, I basically wrapped my fondant around the tower the same way I wrapped both of my cakes, and then I do let it fold over the top just a bit, and I use a smaller circle cutter to cut away the excess. That little rim will be like, well, the rim of the bottleneck where the nail polish is inside. That made sense, right?
You really know your nail polish.
Clearly. My nail channel would just be me trying to scrape food coloring and chocolate out from under my nails. So I'm not sure who would watch. Time to add my bottleneck to my bottle. I place the neck of the bottle right on top of the cake in the hole that was made for it. And because I'm cutting this cake right away, Cristine is on her way as we speak, all 450 kilometers, I didn't use a board or dowels to support it. If you want to find out how to do that, please head to my blog at howtocakeit.com and I'll let you know how to do that. And then it's time to make the threads of the bottleneck. I use my clay extruder with a round faceplate to create the threads I need for this bottleneck. The first tube of fondant is going to be wrapped in a straight line around the base of the neck of the bottle. I believe that that thread stops the cap from turning. I used 2 tubes of fondant to make the sort of diagonal spiral thread on the neck, and what I did was I used 2 tubes simultaneously, wrapped them around, gluing them down with a little bit of water, and then I peeled one away. This allowed me to space my 1 thread of fondant perfectly. Ooh. This nail polish needs letters, which I'm going to cut out of my black fondant. So I am making How to Cake It Hot Pink Melon. No reference to anyone that you've met before. I couldn't make this cake hollow, but I can make it shiny. I'm painting it using hot pink luster diluted with clear food grade alcohol, and I'm just painting the entire bottle. I placed my nail polish cake in the fridge to chill. I need that luster to dry completely before adding my letters. I'm going to add some detail to my lid. The first thing I do is roll out some white gum paste nice and thin, cut out an even strip and paint it silver. And then I pick up the strip and carefully add it around the base of the lid. Now I want to make the strands for my brush, and I need my clay extruder once again. This time I'm using a faceplate that actually has a ton of holes. It's usually used to make like hair or grass or nail polish brushes. I use a little bit of clear piping gel brushed on the top edges of those strands to sort of glue them together. We need to carefully set aside our brush so that we can apply the letters to our cake. To make the label on the top of the lid, I rolled out some white gum paste nice and thin, cut out a circle that fits within the lid, and then placed on my small letters to read Hot Pink Melon. For the letters on my cake, I first add the HTCI for how to cake it near the top, and then I add Hot Pink Melon. Again, no reference to anyone who's been on the show. Because this fondant is painted, I'm going to use a little bit of clear piping gel brushed on the back of each one of my letters to attach it to my cake. I would hate to drip water down the front of this cake right now. I want this brush to look like it's sitting on a pile of dried up nail polish. I'm sorry, Cristine. This will also help support the brush so that it's not dangling in midair. Fondant doesn't float. There's a cake decorating tip for you. I take my remaining hot pink fondant and just sort of smush it up into a blob so that I can rest my nail polish brush on top of it. I mix more of the same paint that I used to paint my bottle, and I just brush it halfway up the brush handle, all over the bristles, covering the blob, and even letting it drip onto the base. I'm going to use my extra paint to fill in the opening of the bottle, as well as allowing some to drip down the sides, which I know really sucks when you're actually painting your nails, but it's effective on this cake. Cristine would probably never leave her brush exposed and covered in nail polish. Thank you for watching How to Cake It. We make new videos every single Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And get your nails done if you're not me.
Hello, it's me. Let me in.
Hello. It's How to Cake It.
I can't open this door with my nails.
I didn't think about that.
Oh my god. Now I can have my nail polish and eat it too.
You guys have been asking me for months, I think even years, to do a collab with Cristine from Simply Nailogical, and hello,
It's time.
hello. I did it.
My followers wanted to see this as well. Hey, what's up, holosexuals? I see you. Where's Walter?
He's right
Is he
here.
here? Oh, what? Ooh. But can I touch him? No, that wouldn't be appropriate, would it?
So I just dialed up Cristine in her igloo. She came
Yeah.
over to mine.
I rode my moose over.
Yeah.
So make sure you head on over to my channel so you can see Yo help me make cakes, which is funny because I can't cook or bake, so
And
I'm sure
I
it'll be
have
good.
horrible nails, so we go together.
Great combo.
No wonder people have been asking us to
Yeah.
collab. Can we sub in your nails in my video?
Yeah.
There. Smooth the fondant carefully over the nail polish cap.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh my god, it's like a gradient or an ombre. But we use the term gradient in nail land. But why does this taste good? I thought these were like all for show and they don't
I
actually
know,
taste
everybody
good.
says that. It's not true. They taste
You didn't make this. Did you make this?
I did. I have like
you
16
baked
hours
it?
of footage.
16 hours? That's long enough to go to Polish Mountain.
What's that?
Where's that?
Polish Mountain is when you paint a layer of like 100
Oh,
nail
the
polishes.
100 layer!
I'm gonna give you a manicure.
But I thought you were gonna
I was like so excited that you were gonna do my nails.
I am doing your nails. Just tip it over.
No.
Where's the nail polish? These are edible nails.
There we go.
This is my next tutorial.
Perfect.
Edible nails is a great idea.
That's a beautiful manicure. Can I eat this?
I'm glad that